Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins, your host on the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club. We are now episode 199, and I'll be doing my review on The Lion King. So, spoiler alert, if you have not yet seen The Lion King, then I strongly advise you to not listen to this episode. You've been warned. So, um, so the movie takes place in the Pride Lands of Africa. A pride of lions ruling over over the animal kingdom from Pride Rock. King Mufasa, played by James Earl Jones, and Queen Sarabi, played by Alfred Woodward. Their newborn son Simba is presented to the gathering animals by Rafiki, the mandrill, the kingdom's shaman and advisor. Mufasa shows Simba the Pride Lands and explains to him the responsibilities of kingship and the circle of life, which connects to all living things. Mufasa's younger brother Scar covets the throne and plots to eliminate Mufasa and Simba so he may become king. He tricks Simba and his best friend Nala, to whom Simba is betrothed, into exploring a forbidden elephant graveyard, where they were attacked by spotted hyenas led by Shenzi, Kamari, and Azizi. Mufasa is alerted about the incident by his Mondromo and Hornbill Zazu and rescues the cubs. Though upset with Simba, Mufasa forgives him and explains that the great things of the past watch over them from the from the night sky, from which he may, from which he will one day watch over Simba. Meanwhile, Scar visits the hyenas and manages to convince them to help him overthrow Mufasa in exchange for hunting rights in the Pride Lands. Scar sets a trap for his brother and nephew, luring Simba into a gorge and having the hyenas drive a large herd of wildebeest into a stampede that will trample him. He informs Mufasa of Simba's peril, knowing that the king will rush to save his son. Mufasa saves Simba, but ends up hanging perilously from the gorge's edge. Scar refuses to help Mufasa, instead sending him falling to his death. He convinces Simba that the tragedy was Simba's own fault and advises him to leave the kingdom and never return. He orders the hyenas to kill the cub, but Simba escapes. Scar tells the Pride that both Mufasa and Simba were killed in the stampede and steps forward as the new king, allowing his three hyena minions and the rest of their large pack to live in the Pride Lands. Simba collapses in a desert and is rescued by Timon and Pumbaa, a meerkat and warthog, who are fellow outcasts. Simba grows up in the jungle and with his two friends and the other animals, living a carefree life under the motto Hakuna Matata, which means no worries in Swahili. Now, a young adult, Simba rescues Timon and Pumbaa from a hungry lioness who turns out to be Nala. She and Simba reunite and fall in love, and she urges him to return home, telling him that the Pride Lands have become a drought-stricken wasteland under Scar's reign. Feeling guilty over his father's death, Simba refuses and storms off. He then encounters Rafiki, who tells him that Mufasa's spirit lives on in Simba. Simba is visited by the ghost of Mufasa in the night sky, who tells him that he must take his rightful place as king, realizing that he can no longer run from his past. Simba decides to return to the Pride Lands. Aided by his friends, Simba sneaks past the hyenas at Pride Rock and confronts Scar, who has just struck Sarabi. Scar taunts Simba over his role in Mufasa's death and backs him to the edge of the rocks, where he reveals to him that he murdered Mufasa. Enraged, Simba reveals the truth to the rest of the pride. Scar attempts to defend himself, but his knowledge of Mufasa's last moment, uh, despite having previously claimed that he arrived too late at the gorge, exposes his role in Mufasa's death. Timon, Pumbaa, Rafiki, Zazu, and the lioness fend off the hyenas while Scar, attempting to escape, is cornered by Simba at the top of Pride Rock. Scar begs for mercy and attempts to blame the hyenas for his actions. Simba spares his life but orders him to leave the Pride Lands forever. Scar refuses and attacks his nephew, but Simba manages to toss him off the top of the rock. Scar survives the fall, but is attacked and killed by the hyenas, who overheard his attempt to betray him. Afterwards, Simba takes over the kingship and makes Nala his queen. Later, with Pride Rock restored to its usual state, Rafiki presents Simba and Nala's newborn cub to the assembled animals, continuing the circle of life. Okay, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And the reason why is because the original cast weren't brought, most of the original cast weren't brought back. Now, I can understand that some of the original cast have passed away, which explains why they didn't return to reprise their roles. Like, for example, trying to think who. Like for example, now Whoopi Goldberg, she played the voice of Shinzi. Well, she's too busy on The View, so which is fine. Jim Cummings did not play Ed. I think Eric Andre played him. Well, I think Azizi or whatever. There were characters that were renamed, but then you had Jeremy Irons did not reprise his role as Scar. Neither did Maura Kelly reprise her role as Nala, or Nathan Lane as Timon, or Cheech Marin as Bonsai, or I'm trying to think who is the character that Jordan Peele played. Kamari. So instead of Bonsai, it was Kamari, and that was the voice of Keegan Michael Key. But Cheech Marin played Bonsai in the original Lion King. And of course, Eric Andre played, well, Azizi, who was Ed in the original Lion King, played by Jim Cummings. So, and then of course, Robert Guillaume, who played the voice of Rafiki in the original Lion King, he passed away 2 years ago. So that's understandable. Ernie Sabella, who played the original Pumbaa, did not reprise his role, and Marjorie St. Clair, who played the original Sarami, passed away a year after the Lion King movie was made. She was Eddie Murphy. She played the Queen in Coming to America. She played Eddie Murphy's mother, the Queen, who was James Earl Jones' wife in the Coming to America. So, and Matthew Broderick did not reprise his role as the older Simba. That was Donald Glover. And Rowan Atkinson, who played the original Zazu, did not reprise his role either. That role went to John Oliver, who was best known, who's a British comedian, best known for having his own show on HBO, I think, and of course the Colbert Report when it was aired. And of course, Beyonce played Nala. So, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas played the young Simba, but he's been off the grid for a while, so of course, he's an adult, so he wouldn't count. But Matthew Broderick, Lauren Atkinson, Jim Cummings, Whoopi Goldberg, Jeremy Irons, who played Scar, the original Scar. But this time, that role went to um, Chiwetel Ejiofor, best known for his role in the Doctor Strange movie, of course. So, but yeah, other than that, the movie was cool. It was good. So, you know, there were a lot of changes that were done in the live version, but the special effects were good. I like how they made it realistic. The writing was good. I mean, it's pretty much the same script from the original Lion King. But I like how they brought back James Earl Jones to reprise the role as Mufasa, which he's the only person from the original Lion King to reprise his role in this film. So cinematography was excellent. The landscape, the backgrounds were excellent. I like how they brought the Lion King characters to life. So I like Seth Rogen being Pumbaa. So I thought everything was good. I mean, but yeah, I just wish that some of the original characters that were still alive were brought back, which is why I got a 9 out of 10. So, but it was still good. But the originals are always better, of course. But this one was good, so I'm not gonna lie. Um, I can't think of anything they could have done better for this film. So, but yeah, I mean, everything besides from the original cast not being brought back, everything was good. So, and um, the Lion King has made the Lion King made $1.6 billion with a production budget of 250 to 260 million. So they definitely got a whole lot of that production budget money back. So it's pretty good. But yeah, $1.6 billion. It's pretty awesome. So feel free to visit us on Facebook. We're available on iTunes, Google Play Music app, Spotify, and of course YouTube.